Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for some more multiplayer races. Now for this one, we were using B-class cars. However, they were not allowed to have tyres bigger than 245. All around, so front or rear tyres couldn't be bigger than 245s. The reason for this is, well, in Forza Motorsport, the wider, the bigger the tyre, the better. Pretty much, and often these builds come down to finding the car with the biggest tyres possible and all that. So by restricting it, it limits some options in terms of building. Also, we weren't allowing the 3.7 litre V6 because that is just generally the best engine to go for, pretty much full stop if you can. So yeah, the idea was to throw out some different vehicles. I would be driving a Ferrari Dino. I've seen them be quick, but I've always struggled to make one work, but thought it would work quite nicely for this regulation. It is a somewhat wet day here in mid-Ohio, and I'm also a long way back. This is not what I needed. I have a car that should be quite good here, and yeah, I probably don't want to be starting from 16th on the grid. We got Longbow and Gliska for company. There is kind of going to be a gap, I'm hoping, somewhere through the middle. Mercedes out a little bit wide, up ahead. Scotty struggling for traction. We have had a lot of server issues. Today, there may well be a bit of lag going on, basically. There goes a Jag, going to go through the middle, but it's not going to be able to do, crazy amount under braking. We are going to kind of sneak the Dino past. The fear is, for the Dino, that we will be quick in the twisty stuff, but we are going to get murdered down this straight. Didn't really build this... I didn't really build this specifically as a grip car as such. I'd hoped it was going to be good enough down a straight, being, like good acceleration kind of thing. But I'm not sure it's going to be good enough. Oh, there's Pumas. I've caused absolute carnage. That is completely on me. I'm just trying to outbrake Gliska, and we have caused chaos. And I will try and let the Pumas get back on. Where are the Pumas? I'm trying not to back up everybody else. We will let Gliska go as well. There we go. Yeah, that was... Just got too greedy under brakes trying to outdo Gliska. Gliska's Jag's actually pretty good under brakes. So, yeah, we kind of waited and let them all get back on. I mean, some time was lost for some cars, but, yeah. Oh, we've got the problem now that I've got immense grip in this. In the twisty stuff, this car is going to be phenomenal. However... The problem I got is now I have a Jaguar in front of me that I really don't want to have in front of me because we will have so much more grip. Okay, this time coffee's gone off and it's not my doing. I had nothing to do with that. Scotty's out wide with the RX-7 through there. Yeah, maybe I should... I don't know, it's difficult. You go for the gamble. You go for the... I really could do with getting past the Jag on the first lap. Oh, the Jag's had a big off on its own. Again, nothing to do with me. But, yeah. Oh, hello, Eve. I have a cat now. Come to be co-driver. It's not very often you're mid-race and a cat suddenly jumps on your lap. Don't headbutt the controller. I need those buttons. It's important. Okay, you can just sit there. Okay, well, now I've got like a wrist weight going on. Thanks, Eve. Got in quite deep here. I guess we can kind of cut it back a little bit for the exit. We know we're going to struggle down this straight anyway. Like, we know it's not going to be very fast down this part. So that's fine. Our lap time is going to be made up in the twisty section later on in the lap. The downside with that, of course, is we could lap very quickly around here, but we are going to really struggle to overtake cars because we can catch down here, but this section is notoriously difficult to pass on. You can see how much we've caught up to Scotty just through that one section. So yeah, this bit here, notoriously difficult. Not impossible, and if we have got significantly more grip than the RX-7, we might just be able to do this. Oh, no, Forza glue, don't do it. Oh. Yeah, we kind of snuck our way to the inside, and with Scotty sliding back. I don't know if they would even know we were going to be there. It was a bit of an awkward positioning to try and stick our car through that one. Now, don't go off the circuit. We've already seen some adventures here from other vehicles. Again, we're expecting the Dino to be good. It does look like a very, very big cluster of cars going on up ahead here. We will, again, get a little bit sideways on our own through there, and we are mostly in the clear. If they start fighting each other, I mean, that's good for me in some ways. It's still kind of bad for me. I kind of want to catch them one at a time. Now, I will run out of laps trying to do that, of course. The reason I want to catch them all one at a time is I don't want to get held up in the corners. I'm so fast in the twisty stuff. I don't want to get held up in there. Down the straight, of course, I think Car Guy's Mazda is very quick, so we're going to have a real problem. Because we're going to get past, if we can't get clear of the Mazda, we're going to get passed by it every time down here and then get stuck in this twisty bit. I do genuinely feel like we've got very, very good pace here. We are just having some... It was a silly error from me at the beginning, which I am incredibly sorry to... Well, the two Pumas in Car Guy, I think, that were mostly the ones that were affected. Yeah, now we've got to try and potentially deal with some traffic. Okay, here we go. Let's try and not get the car too side. I mean, there's going to be a little bit. Most vehicles here rear-wheel drive, a couple front-wheel drives, but it's not surprising to be seeing a fair bit of oversteer, especially considering all these cars are on small tyres. We would, normally be running 245s are not very big tyres. Normally be running much, much larger than that. So yeah, there's not a huge amount of rear traction in these vehicles. Aaron is desperately fending off the RX-7, which is all very well and good. I have a feeling the Mazda is just going to blitz past though when it gets onto the straight. Oh, a little bit of contact. That is going to unsettle the Porsche. I mean, we're lapping a little quicker than Rusky up at the front, but are we too far back to be doing anything? Now, what I want to try and do here... Oh, Aaron probably didn't know there was a Dino there. Oh, Aaron's still not got that back in a straight line. We were kind of... So I think what Aaron wanted to do was cut back underneath Car Guy. Sensible idea. Just didn't realise I was being sneaky and the door had been opened and I wanted to make up a place as well. So, yeah, we could sneak past the Porsche in all of that one. Right. Let's go. So, we know that Mazda runs away from us down here. Nothing I can do about that. That's all good. How are we going to pass it? I mean, we've got a whole bunch. We've got a big group of cars up ahead, but whether we will quite catch them in time, I don't know. The Dino's not terrible in the wet, that's for sure. It's actually handling this quite well. As I said, as far as I've never had a great amount of luck with the Dinos in the past, this one here does definitely seem pretty solid in terms of lap time. And we're right on the tail of the RX-7 here. But just even if I pass it here, I know it's going to just... Well, what I need to do is I need to pass it... I don't know where. I need to pass it somewhere so I can be far enough away by the time we get to the big straight. Because we know that's where it's just going to go flying. Like, all of its lap time is made on that big straight. And there's a little bit of jittering as well, which is always horrible to deal with. And if the RX-7 makes a mistake somewhere, great. I could do with like a tow rope. just lasso the wing and let it pull me down the straights. That would be very, very helpful indeed. I think the Hordes and Rusky are having a right old ding-dong battle up at the front. The other Dino up ahead of Grumples has ran wide. I mean, if we can sit in the slipstream, that's going to help pull me down the straights, really. Which kind of works for me. We're not going for a big dive bomb here. I mean, I don't want to, I don't need to, or anything like that. So you see the RX-7 really, really struggling mid-corner, which I want to go quicker through there. I want to utilise my Ferrari's strengths, but, we simply can't because there's a Mazda in the way, and we kind of gave it a bit of a hurry-up bop all the way through the corner on that one. Where do we look for ways past? We really have to kind of pass through this section so I can build enough of a gap, but even if I did, even if by some miracle I found a way past through here, we are then going to run into... I can't even go as fast as I want to, because now we're catching the rest of the pack. Apparently there was a collision, but I didn't even think we were quite close enough to that. We've certainly been harassing the Mac of the RX-7 all the way through here. And again, out of every corner, it is a hurry up, I want to get a move on kind of a thing. But of course, it's just going to out-accelerate me. And even if I can set it up perfectly through here, which I mean it might even be able to do, Car Guy covers the inside. I think they know there is potential threat. The good news is that the finish line is not on a really long straight. The good news is that the final sector here is really twisty. So if I can stay with Car Guy, there is definitely a chance on this final lap. Grumple's Dino has looked more of a handful than mine, I'm not going to lie. Grumple's Dino has not looked... Oh! I tried to get on the power, And again, there's just these cars are struggling with so much grip, so little grip in front of me. That oh, we are coming from a long way back here. Thing is, we can compromise. My goal is compromise the Mazda. I know it's going to come soaring back past, but we will be closer than ever. Like we just aren't going to have time to deal with Grumples, but we are going to be closer in a braking zone down here. Car guy's going to defend, maybe not quite. I don't know if we're going to be close enough to realistically do anything. Grumples is really struggling with that car, which is, oh god, I keep getting caught out. I've got so much more grip than the cars around me that it's really frustrating. This race is really, really frustrating, actually. I think we have got possibly one of the fastest cars here, and I have just not been able to use it. Not in the later stages, certainly. Can I fire it to the inside? I just can't do it. Although car guys had to go at a really funny line to try and defend that from me. The car guy knew the danger, 100% knew the danger, took a really funky line through there because they were aware of how much pace the Dino has got at some of this. Oh, and car guy's wide. There's an opportunity here. It is the RX-7 versus the Ferrari Dino into the final section. Can we stick it around the outside? It'll be the inside for the final corner. The Dino's going to slide up in front, and it might just steal it. It's a drag race to the line, and we do it just about. Oh, we very much... we had such a quick car in that. I mean, we did a 40.8, and that was in traffic and a nightmare. We had such a quick car around there. I reckon we could have battled hordes. I reckon we could have done it. Yeah. Bloody hell. I will take it. I really like... My Dino there was absolutely wonderful, but traffic and a bit of a scruffy first lap. Yeah. We found a way past at the end. It was a really tough one, but we did it. We did do a lot of Morse code on the back of car guy for the last couple. I had so much grip in that car. Oh, yeah. Exciting race. Bit marred in traffic, but the Dino was brilliant. We head to Sunset for our second race. It is back in Forza, which is fantastic. I do like Sunset. Outside of just the, of course, will it roll curbs, I just like the layout. I think it's a great circuit. So I'm really happy to see this one back in Forza. Not sure if this is going to be the Dino's track, though. It's unlike Daytona, while it is, you know, a roval of sorts, this one is a little bit more technical in the mid part of the lap, so the handling Dino might not be too shabby here, but of course we are going to struggle down the start-finish straight. Should be quick into turn 1 though, which is good. Like, we can be brave into the first corner, I think, where some other cars may struggle. We will see. Don't really know. I mean, we know the curbs are big here at Sunset. Not sure quite how vicious they are. Wyvern's got all out of shape, and I'm going to make the most of that opportunity. We're going to also have a go to the inside of Grumples. Oh, we get sat up on the curb a bit horribly, though. The curbs are mean. It is just as simple as that. The curbs are horribly, horribly mean around this circuit. You're going to have to be careful. The Dino rides them okay. Nothing amazing, but it does ride them okay. We are side by side with the Mazda here. How late dare you brake down here? I'm on a tight line. I'm not going to fight that. It's kind of busy in front of me. The Mazda's going to run wide. We are happy to be just neat through that second chicane. The Ginetta is unlikely to be particularly fast down a straight, I would imagine. That's probably going to be slower than me. The Volvo can carve a really big hole in the air. I mean, I ran a Volvo last week before. I ran an 850R. Quite liked it. The Ginetta is actually faster down here than I was expecting, which is, you know, good for Gliska, bad for me. Here comes Grumples. Unfortunately for me, I want to be flat through turn 1, but that does involve being able to use all of the road, which we could not quite do. I know this car can do turn 1 flat, but it A, may need slightly warmer tyres, and B, may need a car not on the inside through there. We gave it a go. I mean, we did end up... Oh, God, I'm out of shape through there. I'm just going to have to take that. Oh, I'm going to lose a bunch of time through that, so that sucks. I'm going to lose 2 spots as well. Just got the car unsettled, really, through there. We're going to cut back underneath these squabbling duo, and I will take the positions once more. Now, hopefully, Okay, we can be good. If you hit the curbs right, they're fine, but if you get them wrong, you're just in massive amounts of trouble, basically. Now, into here. I love this corner. When you get it right, really good. Curbing just kind of throws me about a little bit. I'm not really sure the Dino is the best car for this kind of track. While we were staggeringly fast, that was too greedy. We were staggeringly fast at Mid-Ohio. This is, not really the track for the Dino. It just doesn't have the straight line speed for some of it. It's not bad as like Daytona for straight line speed or needing that much straight line speed. However, it does struggle. You can see how quick we are through these chicanes. Impega, the Puma is probably better. Certainly, Impega seems to have a better balance. Has the grip and more straight line speed than I. We will try and be brave through turn 1, depending on where that Ford wants to go. Ford wants to go to the outside. Well, that's fine. It's going to get past, I think, by the time we get to the first corner, which, you know what, fine, go for it. We should be set up here for turn 1. Yeah, I mean, we've got the... Oh, dear. I mean, I wanted to be a little braver under brakes there. There was a big Valiant in the way. We could definitely be braver through that first section. However, there are cars ahead battling, which means we can't be braver. We are trying to go around the outside of a Valiant that's got squished us into the wall. We tried to get the power down. The Valiant bobbled the curbs, something terrible. And, we got sort of squeezed into the wall. We're fighting Impega. Absol and Chris have gone wide. We have unfortunately lost out a little bit to the Puma and all that, and we've lost out to Grumples as well. As we have been... We were a little bit unwittingly involved in some of that. Thought about a big send on Impega. Might still actually be able to get it on the exit through here, which we do. Haven't killed a Puma this time, which is good. Try and straighten the car up through this section. Try and not cheat the course too much there. We are off and underway. Impega gives us the bump. This chicane here is always sketchy to try and pass into. See, I like to be quite slow on the first part because I like to try and get better exit here. It's not quite worked how I wanted it to. But there we go. I mean, I've got to look out for... I don't know, I think Scotty's RX-7 is quite quick in a straight line. Impega's going to go up high on the banking. That's fine. You can go for that one. We know we're good into turn... Problem is, even if we're good into turn 1, on the final lap of the race, we are likely to come undone, regardless. Because, we can now sit in the slipstream of the Puma. We will have a lift into the first corner. That speed we can gain on the Ford, and then we can just send it to the inside. Try and get the Dino stopped. Oh, it's too much. We've asked too much of it. Through there. Just a smidge too late on the brakes. So then Impega's run wide through the next corner, which isn't ideal. So we've actually got slightly better top speed than the Puma, but the Puma has better kind of mid-range. Admittedly, we did duck into the slipstream, so that was probably helping a fair bit. But I guess we just follow the Puma around for a bit now. I love this car into turn 1, it's great. It's such a nice car to drive through that first section. I just got a bit greedy trying to sort of find a way past the Puma. Puma gets a little unsettled through there. The Dino slides a bit. Not too much, though. Right, into this section. We've been fast through here so far. And again, we are pretty rapid through this section. Now try and set the car up nicely. Oh, there's somebody off in the grass, in the gravel. Impega a little wide, nothing too bad. That was Longbow taking an adventure. Really easy section of circuit to end up quite wide in. Now, as I said, I like to try and pull the car a long way across to the left because I want to try and get onto the banking, onto this section here better. The banking, much smoother transition here than you get at the likes of Homestead. It's not too bad. I just can't match. It's here. It's like 120 miles an hour to about 150. Well, 100, maybe not 150, 140. We started struggling, but the Puma's got someone to slipstream off of now. So we're not going to be there to pounce into the second corner, I don't think, this time around. But we will be absolutely flat. Not a lift in sight through there for us. Now, hopefully, we know Impega's car is very good, of course. We are very good through turn 2, though, although we have also asked a lot of the Dino. We are right on the tail of Impega through here. We've had a really good run through this section. We may well be able to have a go to the inside. We've still got a couple of laps to go. We are going to pass the Puma. We will make the move stick on the Ford. Now, what can we do about Longbow? Where will we be quick compared to Longbow's car? There we're very quick. This is a section we have been generally pretty good at as well. Can we sweep round the outside? Well, we can sweep round the outside. The issue is, I fear, doesn't matter what we do here, even if we have immense speed, because we're just going to get stuck down the back straight. There is not quite any room, and Scotty is catching, and then RX-7 is quick down the straight. I mean, we are fighting each other, and that is, you know, why Scotty is catching. Right. Try and... Oh, that's a big two-wheel moment that we did not need. Yeah, that's probably too aggressive. Didn't really have a better option because we were all out of shape on the first part, so I kind of just will take what I can get, just carry whatever speed I can get there. Now we duck back into the draft of the cars ahead. I mean, the battling's not going to help us. Left to our own devices, we'd definitely be faster, of course, but yeah, there's only so much we can do. Right, turn one. Oh, I turned in a little bit too late. Back in, wanted to let go. It's okay. Nothing terrible for us. We are quite good under brakes here. Longbow has gone wide through all of this. Impega's going to have a look, but Impega's going to struggle to do very much through there. We are probably vulnerable to losing a place to Scotty in all this. Longbow might be in trouble through here against the Puma, because I'm thinking Impega's going to want to have a dive. Much the similar manoeuvre that I did to the Puma last lap around. Impega's going to try on that Merc. We are going to try and follow. I mean, it's a difficult place to try and shove the nose through here. And it's going to kind of put us a little bit out of shape through this bit. And I actually went up a gear by accident. Scotty is there. Whoa, Longbow braked very early. So we're going to just fire the car to the inside. Wasn't actually expecting it to pass at all there, but yeah, Longbow was a little earlier on the brakes. I'm guessing, you know, well, with Impega being around. Oh, Impega's doing a bit of rallycross with the Puma. Longbow's got Scotty for company. We're going to be vulnerable to the RX-7 by the end of the start-finish straight, I fear. But you never know. We're going to have one more lap to go here. Dino, is loose, very loose this time around. Yeah, it's going to be me versus the RX-7, and I fear the problem I'm going to have is, even if we get back ahead of the RX-7, we're just going to lose out on the battle to the line. There goes the Mazda, although it might slow down Impega, which could help me. Here comes the Mercedes. I'm hoping Longbow doesn't want to try something into turn one. Turn one is a super difficult place to go for an overtake on. We have asked far too much of the car through that one, although the back... I know it can take turn one flat out, but it gets really unsettled with so many cars around, and it is difficult. Right, what can we do against the RX-7? Because I'm going to guess the Mazda probably won't be so good through here, and once more we will get the overlap on a car, and it is going to be last of the late breakers down here. We pass the RX-7. Grumples has had an adventure on the final lap of the race. I don't know if they're going for a pass. Funnily enough, not really been seeing what's going on with their race. They are all out of shape at the moment. We may get past Grumples, but again, we're just going to lose out in the grand scheme of things down towards the start-finish line. We once again pass... I mean, I need a stunningly good section through here, which we've not done too badly. We are still right on the tail of the Puma, but Grumples is very close. Are we far enough away from Scotty, from Longbow, from Grumples? I don't know. We need an absolutely monstrous exit onto... We need to not get the car onto two wheels. Didn't need that, because I want to be flat through that corner. We're done. We're done. That's frustrating. Yeah, we had the grip to do it, but I basically had to be flat through that corner, and we're going to lose out to everybody, which is very, very infuriating. But there we go. Yeah, it's a shame. Hot lap. This is one of those cars, and I've had it before. Hot lapping around that circuit, my vehicle would be up there, I think. I could definitely go a lot faster than we were. Hot lapping around there, we could go a lot faster. Probably can't match the very top cars, because we just don't have the top end speed. But hot lapping on our own, it could be very quick. Unfortunately, in traffic, you just can't utilise that speed. And we found that on the final lap of the race, which cost us a bunch of places. So, yeah. Just not quite the right car. Not quite the right circumstances, really, for that car, which is a little bit of a shame. However, that being said, it is a very, very nice track to have back in the game. Wonderful circuit, great fun to go racing around. So yeah, I very much do like having Sunset back in Forza Motorsport. So, while it is lovely to have Sunset back, the Dino, it was quick. It was one of those cars that hot lapping it would be very, very fast, I have no doubt. But in traffic, it is a problem. I mean, this is a more normal Alex build of car, let's face it. I honestly did think it was going to be a little bit fast. When I built it, when I put it together, I thought it wasn't going to be this slow in a straight line. But, yeah. Mid-Ohio, stunningly fast, but stuck in traffic. Sunset, very quick, but struggled to utilise it all too much. And yeah, the start-finish line in the wrong place for me kind of caused grief for us. But yeah, I liked the Dino. It was definitely a good car, but one of those that, yeah, perhaps a little bit more of a hot lapping car than a race car, because, yeah, really, really struggled with the traffic. However, had some fun with it, at least. That, though, is going to be it for this week's races. If you would like to take part in the next one, you can sign up via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versus the Community section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.